My name is Avery Chua. I'm from Daso, USA. We produce a range of bamboo material that's used in interior directly out to the exterior. We have panels, bamboo panels, veneers, poles, lumbers, and today what I'm here to talk about is our Daso XTR. It's a range of material that is used for exterior. We call it fused bamboo. It's fused bamboo for exterior use. Now let me tell you how we make this. As you know, bamboo is a fast-growing species. It's a grass, it's not a wood. And what we do is we shred the bamboo into long shred that we call strand. And then what we do is we extract out all the sugar and starch of the bamboo. As you know, sugar and starch, they are the rotting agent. They attract different type of rotting agents like bacteria, fungus, insects, termites, and the rest of it. Then we put in a resin that is same resin that makes bowling ball. So we call it bowling ball resin. So the bowling ball resin will encapsulate all the fiber. That way, we eliminate the possibility of rotting. So once we have the material, then we will profile the material into different applications. The first application I want to show you is decking. So what we have here is a decking. It comes in two different colors, espresso and cognac. Espresso for your morning, cognac for your night. Everybody can remember that. And the great thing about this product is that they are reversible. So you have it in smooth surface or the reverse side reeded surface. So usually people use the reeded surface for the steps or as a perimeter on the deck. And then they use the smooth surface for the deck itself. It comes in two skew only, one skew with only one groove, right? One groove. So this is a beginning and ending piece. Then the rest of it has two grooves, so you can use fastener on it. And the great thing about our product is everything comes with M-match. So with this M-match, you cut down cuttings. So nobody really likes to cut, right? So all you have to do is cut on the first piece of a row and then start installing everything like a jigsaw puzzle and then cut on the last piece. That's it. If you are a professional, you can even start with 3 rows at a go and finish up the job. We also supply lumbers for the bending and also lumbers for your handrail, if you prefer. Also on this display, we show all the information that and the material that you need for your decking installation. On the first part here, we show you the two different SKU. G1 stands for 1 groove, G2 stands for 2 groove, and the XTR stands for the classic color, EPC stands for the epic cognac color. Yes. So you got the thickness, the width, the length, how the profile looks, how it match, whether it's pre-finished or unfinished. Then next on that section, you have all the different accessory you need. I can show you all the accessories later. And then you have the packaging so that it's easy to inform your customer how it comes, 3-piece in a bundle, and how many linear feet and so on. The last part of this tells you the comparison of our material with other tropical hardwood like Ipe, Meranti, and Western cedar. It has a warranty of 30 years, but I'm sure it will last 50 years. And that's it. Here's the decking again. I put it in 2 colors. As you see here, the tongue and the groove. So, and we have the fastener we call panda claws that can go in directly into the groove, and then you will screw in through the groove. That way it eliminates the need of drilling the products, and it cut down time. And here as well, I'm showing you, this is the 1G, so that your product can look flush and nice without seeing the groove at the end. And 2 pieces of the 1G will make 1 step perfectly. That's it. Now we move on to the second category of product. This is a siding. What we have for the siding is the product comes in both color again, classic espresso and epic cognac. And you have 2 types of installation. You can either go with a batten clip, which is a clip that will give you 1/4 of an air gap around here, or you can choose to use a sheeting clips, which will give you 3/4 air gap. Usually residential would prefer a batten clip because it allows your wall to be thinner instead of a thick wall. Then based on these two sizes, we have a 1x6 and 1x8. So you can choose to use either one or mix them both. And again, to show you, this is the end match. And as you can see, now I have two different pieces with two different color, but if you put them together, you'll see that the seam is very aligned perfectly. It's a square edge, so you don't really notice it once you install it as a wall. And this, every piece is 6 feet length, so it allows a single person to handle this easily, especially when you are, say, on the second story, on the third story. So one person can handle a piece and slip this thing on easily. Next category I want to show you is soffit product. This is what we call shiplap soffit. It's thinner, it's a 1/2 inch thick product. You hang it up on the ceiling as a soffit. Again, come in two different color and with end match. And it has its own accessories where you can use to attach it. That goes easily into this product. And then the second piece goes in there. I can actually use this. And then the piece goes in here. So that will form your soffit, and it will give you a very shallow groove look, so that even in a high position, you'll still see the 3-dimensional effect. Now, when it comes to the product, say example, if you scratch it accidentally, you can just use a pad and buff it off and then re-oil it. The oil that we recommend you using is a penetrating oil. It's Walker penetrating, so the oil will penetrate it and it will just blend in. That's one of the Walker oil that we recommend using. This is in the thick color that would be suitable for your epic cognac. We also have other colors like walnut, natural, Bankirai, and several other colors. So if you choose to use an unfinished product, then you can choose your own color, then stain the product to your liking. One more product I want to show you guys is this aluminum post. We also have a system for aluminum fencing post. The post comes in two different lengths, either a 6 feet high with a base or 9 foot high without a base. Now this base can be detached. You can unscrew this, and this can be separated. So the 9 foot one will come as a post itself without a base. So you can choose to use the 9 foot post as a buried in or a base plate system. Now what's great about this aluminum post is that it has 3 sides of a groove. So you can extend your fence by removing the cover and then just put in the aluminum, just put in all the different Daso XTR fused bamboo planks. And if you need to make a corner, you can then remove the 90 degrees one, so now you have a corner on both sides. What we provide is planks in different width. We have these planks cut into the length of 6 feet, and it comes in 4 inches wide, 6 inches wide, 8 inches, and 12 inches. So now you have 4 different widths to choose from. All you do then is to slot them in and arrange them as you like. That means every section of your fence can be different. It doesn't have to follow one pattern. It can be any pattern that you like. So what you get is a custom-made fence. The system also have a slot cover, which will give you gaps between the planks. So that way you can decide. The slot cover that we provide is a 5/8 of an inch. However, as you go higher, you can also extend your own slot by cutting the aluminum cover to the width you like. That way you can have eye level on a bigger see-through area. So that's it. That's our system. This product is made from bamboo with about 90% of bamboo strand and only about 10% of bowling ball resin. Now the product is tested and comply with WUI. It's Class A5 rated. It's also obtained the ICC building code as well as Miami-Dade. The product is a grass. Bamboo is a grass, so it is environmental friendly, renewable resource. If you wish, it can also be obtained with FSC certification. We have bamboo forests that is FSC certified, and our factories are all FSC certified as well. Bamboo is actually carbon neutral. It doesn't contribute to the addition of carbon dioxide into the air. Bamboo forests actually absorb a lot of carbon dioxide. Is a comparable and alternative to ipe wood. Now, ipe wood is now listed under CITES, which means it is an endangered species. So, bamboo obviously would be a better choice because of its environmental nature of the material. And the fused bamboo is roughly 10% cheaper than ipe in the marketplace. Whenever we harvest a clump of bamboo, the next spring, the same spot will grow another clump of bamboo.